Hey everybody, Rich and Kathy here. We're really excited. Can't wait for this weekend for our social distance gathering, the Berkshire edition. Super excited to see you. We just wanted to welcome everyone, and we're going to make a little video here to provide an orientation for everybody. Um, this is a great opportunity for us to see each other, but with great opportunity comes great responsibility. And so we wanted to present to you 7 orientation parameters, and they each have a code of conduct rule. And we think that this is going to be a really good baseline for the visit. So we want to make sure that this is a safe experience for everyone, since the usual behavior exhibited by many of you in this group will not be tolerated under the current global conditions. So you know who I'm talking about.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Okay, so the first orientation parameter is going to be introduced to you by Kathy. You're up, Kath.
All right, thanks for that intro, Rich. Check-in. We all need to check in. Steve, as usual, will communicate the expected arrival time about 8 minutes prior to the expected arrival time. So be prepared for that. If you can't find a nearby hotel with a vacancy, you are welcome to stay with the Hoffs. See the picture on the right for the accommodations. And for the first code of conduct, there will be a mandatory pre-party tick check, which will be administered by Annie. Clothing is optional.
And I think I'm going to opt for no clothes.
Remember, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Okay, great. Next up is our second orientation parameter, which is for parking recommendations, which is a very important parameter. As you can see from the picture on the right, you never know what can happen. So the first thing to be aware of is that even though there's ample space for 5+ cars, we really suggest that you bring your bumper buddy. Okay, next up, you have to make sure that your auto policy is paid to date. We definitely recommend an umbrella policy because who knows what can happen. Okay, the second code of conduct, which is related to parking, is all guests should park on the right-hand side of the driveway, except, you know who, Crash Torres. Crash, you should park on the left-hand side of the driveway, all by yourself. Okay, very important at the Hoff household. Always be aware when parking of free-range chickens and various other livestock. Okay, and then the last under parking recommendations, again, I'm going to refer you to the picture on the right. If we do not adhere to these rules, the results could be catastrophic. Okay, let's go on to the third orientation parameter, safety protocols. Very important, very, very important, because you never know, there could be emergencies.
All right, folks, safety protocols. Face masks shown to the right can be purchased at a reasonable price. No coupons will be honored. Hazmat suits are allowed, but not required. See picture on the far right for prototypes modeled by the Zygmuns. The third code of conduct is to use common sense, which is currently in short supply. And to quote a friend of ours, the famous Jay Wordsman, safety first.
Okay, so next up, very important to all of us, we know, food expectations. Very, very important orientation parameter.
You'll find our snack bar chock full of good things to eat and drink. Tasty, tempting hot dogs, thirst-quenching soft drinks, fresh, crunchy popcorn. You've plenty of time, so visit the snack bar now.
Okay, so very excited for the food. Everybody is bringing delicious food. We're certainly all looking forward to Doris's lentil soup. Now, with all this food, we have the fourth code of conduct. Very important, as you know, no food fights. And if there is a food fight, then this is what happens. Okay, so that is our fourth orientation parameter. Moving on to the fifth orientation parameter, Kath, we have our drink expectations, right?
All right, guys, get ready for drinking. Bring your own drinks, but remember, you must bring your own ice since Hoff only has 4 ice cubes.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be ice trays, but I think you're right. That's four ice cubes.
4 ice cubes.
Yes, that's correct. Right.
And unlike the Mother's Day in Massachusetts, there will not be a Bloody Mary bar. This is due to the economic losses suffered from Klenner's last visit. See picture on the right for what we will be missing. Note, Klenner will be asleep soon after he starts drinking, regardless of what he drinks. And again, reminder of the 5th code of conduct. If you see an empty coffee pot, do what's right and tell Steve to make more.
Okay, awesome job, Kath. Moving right on, now we have some bathroom rules. This is very, very important. Okay, so for going to the bathroom, it's very important since Kathy and I did not have time to code up a potty reservation application, which we had planned to do. So instead, we're going to just use an old school sign-up sheet. You can see a picture on the right. So everyone is going to need to sign up for their bathroom time. And this leads us to our 6th code of conduct, which is, hey, wash your freaking hands when you're done. All right? We don't want any badness happening here. So it's very, very important. Now, if you need to go really quickly and you need to pee what we call al fresco, that is fine. But when you're done, use the very famous Great Barrington homemade organic hand sanitizer, which Steve made with special ingredients flown in from what we know to be various Nordic countries. So very important. And a special warning, watch out for bears. Okay, now, a couple of other points here on the bathroom situation. If you do run out of TP, no worries. I'm going to bring my 6 emergency industrial size rolls. I'll have them in the car, and you guys just need to come up and ask me. No problem. But again, wash your freaking hands before you ask me. Okay. And last but not least, seat up, seat down. You decide. We trust you. Okay. Fantastic. So now we're going to move on, Kath, to the 7th orientation parameter, right, which is our conversation topics. So let's see. All right, Kath, why don't you take them through the conversation topics?
Absolutely. Here we go. All discussion should be focused on topics of great interest to Debbie Klenner. This includes the AMT,
which is alternative minimum tax,
as we all know,
the
Roth IRAs, and that's it.
That's pretty much it. That's all Debbie's interested in, right?
Top two. There you go.
Top two.
Please attend the 2 sessions that will be held in the breakout room on the Hoff Zoom call where Zeit is currently trapped. Session number 1, Financial Review with Richie Z, and session number 2, the AMT and YOU.
My favorite session.
And again, just a reminder, 7th Code of Conduct, no COVID, no politics, I beg you.
Yes, I beg you. Me too. All right, moving right along. I think we're going to wrap this up. You've all heard the rules. We just have a couple of final thoughts, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody. We love you guys. And although it's the only way to socialize right now, we know that Zoom sucks. So we miss you, and that's why we can't wait for some true FaceTime. But of course, it is all subject to the previous parameters that we've just taught you all. So please, guys, keep it safe, right? We're certainly going to miss everyone who cannot attend in person. The Max, Diana Will, Lola and Elaine, yada, yada, yada. And very important note, though, I want to make sure everybody realized was this was the day, or Saturday is the day I'm supposed to get my hair cut. So this party delayed it. And so I do want to apologize in advance if my hair looks a little bit like Steve's hair. So, that's where we are. Those are the final thoughts. The final code of conduct is to have a blast.
Excellent! Leave us exit stage left.
And by the way, there better be cake. All right, guys, we love you. Hope everybody enjoys.
Can't wait to see you all.